outpouring of your spirit till I can't take no more. I need you, Lord, right now. Build me up again.
Today we are having our first interview. Our Pages is having a first interview with Miss Ebony Mitchell.
Hi.
From Amillion Photography. God has given her an awesome vision, you guys. It's Inspirational Alter Ego. And she's going to talk to us more about how the vision came about, what it means to her, and how it's going to inspire you. So please stay tuned for the Our Pages interview with Ebony Alexander Mitchell.
The outpouring of your spirit till I can't take no more. I need you, Lord, right now. Build me up again.
So Our Pages, Our Views. Well, we are interviewing Ebony Alexander Mitchell today. She is going to give us a brief overview of the vision that God has given her for the Inspirational Alter Ego. We are very excited to hear this vision and to see what God is doing in your life and how He's changing you so that now you can inspire others. So give us some details. How did this vision come about?
Well, one day actually, I was just riding in my car, and God just gave me the vision. I had just started the Amillion photography business, and just searching for different ways that God could use me in the business, because first of all, it was God inspired.
Yes.
And so just riding down the road like I always do. I like to travel, just something that I normally do every day. And He just said, Ebony, do an Inspirational Alter Ego.
Wow.
And so He said, you need to do you first.
Okay.
You need to tell your story first. You need to, because you're stronger now.
Mm-hmm.
And your story can inspire someone else. So this is how the Inspirational Ego got started. So I went to chiropractic school, didn't finish there, ended up having my second daughter, Destiny. So I moved back home, and then I got a job that I didn't want to get, that wasn't my passion, but just to be able to take care of my family, take care of my kids. So I worked there at home for a while, about 3 years, and then my husband ended up getting a job that relocated us to Greenville, North Carolina. This is where the whole Inspirational Alter Ego thing came about, which is my story. You will see two people on the photos, where one girl, she's down on the floor, and you can see she's hurt and she's down. And this is the part of my life where I was hurt and I was down when we moved to Greenville, North Carolina.
So what took place? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So what took place? Like, what happened? What brought about the struggle, the hurt?
The decision to be a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
Because I always was strong, independent, always worked, had jobs, took care of me and my family. And so for me to just stop working and just be a stay-at-home mom was a struggle for me. It was just made me feel that, I was hopeless, I couldn't help, although I was there as a mom to help take care of the kids, but as far as financial-wise, I couldn't do that. I felt helpless. And the reason for me staying at home was to figure out what my passion was. And I couldn't figure it out. So that right there really made me stressed, depressed. I felt hurt about it. And all that time that I was there and that feeling that type of way, God started showing me my truth, who I was. I thought I was just all put together girl who was independent. She had it going on. She could take care of herself, her family. She had that I guess so-called good life. But actuality, I really didn't. After he started telling me who I really was, showing my truth.
You had it together on the outside,
right?
But on the inside,
right?
All the internal emotions and all the ups and downs that were on the inside of you were tearing you apart and making you feel hopeless and not worthy and not in any direction. From what I'm gathering, it made you feel like you didn't know where you were and what you were doing and how you were supposed to be doing this or that. But on the outside, everybody could look and say, yeah, she got it going on. She's good,
Exactly.
So yeah, I get that.
She got it all together. She get to be a stay-at-home mom. Her husband is taking care of her. She don't have to worry about anything. But inside, it was all, broken apart, all torn down. God completely shut me down. And it wasn't until I had all that time to stay at home being a mom to really just sit and think, because that's all you have is time. You just have that time to sit and think.
So back to sitting still. Back to God. That's when we can hear from God the most, is when he puts us in a position where we can't go anywhere, we can't do anything. Some people wonder, Lord, why did I get hurt? Why am I sick? Why am I in the hospital? Why can't I go? God has you there sitting still so he can speak to you and so that he can show us who we are and show us who he wants us to be and what his will is for our lives. So that I definitely get that part where you're like, yes, I had to sit still and God had to show me and he had to speak to me and show me what my gift was, per se. Is that kind of like where he had you going, was showing you your destiny? And when you said you had your second daughter and you named her Destiny, it's not by chance that you named her Destiny. And I'd love to hear now where you are now from where you were then. And if you do want to share some more of what the storm was that you were in and what are some of the lessons that you learned from that storm, because that can help someone who might be listening right now. So for those of you who are listening right now, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back with Ebony Alexander Mitchell. She's going to share some more of her inspirational alter ego. Thanks for tuning in.
Outpouring of your spirit till I can't take no more. I need you, Lord, right now. Build me up again. I cannot move on without you. Do like you did way back when. I need you, Lord, right now. Build me up again. Me
into Our Pages, Our Views. Welcome back, where we are continuing our interview with Ebony Alexander Mitchell of Amillion Photography. She has started out in a new vision from God. It's called Inspirational Alter Ego.
Yes.
For those of you who did not hear the beginning of the interview, I strongly encourage you to go back through and listen, because it is very inspirational, and it's definitely a true story as to how God can bring you through some of your greatest struggles. I think where we left off at is that we said she would show us her before and after picture. She actually did an inspirational alter ego photo shoot, where the photo shoot is really the main part of the alter ego inspirational movement that's going on, is that she wants others to be encouraged and inspired by her own story, and maybe they might want to do an inspirational alter ego. Excuse me, you guys, for some reason I'm getting tongue tied. But they might want to do their own inspirational alter ego, where they're showing their before, which would be their struggle, and then their after, which is where God has brought them to and how He has delivered them from that struggle. So pretty much your testimony in a picture, which is awesome. So let's get some more information. I know Ebony's going to show us a few pictures of the photo shoot, or from the photo shoot, and also from during that time when she was actually in the storm, and what it looked like. Because we know pictures is worth a million words, so what it actually looked like then.
Right. It's just that you go through trials. They're there only to just strengthen you and to develop you. Things may hurt you, but they do not defeat you. God is always there. And during the time that I was going through my truth that God was showing me, His plan for my life throughout it all, I was still staying in His Word, reading His Word, worshiping God, just praying God, and continuing to go to church. I have a photo here, and I was with my 3 daughters. And I stayed in church. This is actually on Mother's Day in Greenville, South Carolina, at Columbia Church, where they had the moms come up with their children, and they would have all the ministerial staff to just pray over them. And during this time, if you could see it a little closer, you can see just a picture can tell a million words. You can get a million things from a picture, but from here I can see, and being that I know my story, she's a sad mom. She's going through a lot right now. The only thing that could hold her together, that she can stay bound to, is to God. And so, not knowing that I would be using this picture of this day, which is just a wow factor for me, is that I stayed close to God and continued to worship and to praise Him throughout it all.
Even though you were in the storm, you still found a way. He gave you strength.
Right.
He gave you enough strength to keep moving, to keep pushing, to keep going. Even though you might have felt by yourself or alone, because it just this picture just speaks like, God, I'm trusting you, I'm holding on to you.
Right.
Even though I feel like I don't know what's going on. There are so many other women that feel like, okay, what am I doing, or what am I supposed to be doing, and why am I here? And it just seems like I'm just going, day to day, doing the same old thing, and not feeling fulfilled.
Right.
And so, what can you say to those women that are sitting here watching the video now, and they're saying, that's me.
Right.
I am feeling that same way. I'm feeling hurt. I'm feeling alone. And what am I supposed to be doing with myself, Lord?
Right.
What would you say to them? How could you inspire them and encourage them right now?
So just go a little deeper. I was depressed and hurt, but I also had suicidal thoughts. I also had suicidal attempts. Because I didn't know what was my purpose here on earth, I didn't know, why I was here. I felt like I was not worthy of being a mom to my kids, because I couldn't I didn't know, what my passion was, what my career was, something that I needed to be able to take care of them and to provide for them. So, even, while I was thinking those suicidal thoughts, I just, stayed with God and just said, okay, God, I know that it's something more that you have for me. I just continued just seeking Him and just trying to find His Word. So that's why I stayed in church. You just gotta stay in church. Stay praising Him, stay worshiping Him, stay in your Word. And when you do not know, it was always my dad I could call, or my mom I could call.
I say hello to everybody. I'm Sydney Alexander, Ebony's daddy. I want to say to you, Ebony, how proud we are of you and how you have come a long ways. You continue to make us proud and you surprise us all the time. I never know what God got in store for you, but I just want you to just keep on striving and keep looking to the Lord for your guidance, and surely He's going to take you to just where He wants you to be. So continue to trust in the Lord and everything's going to work out just the way it's supposed to be.
Hello, I'm Ebony's mother. Ebony, I just like to say I'm proud of you. You've come a long ways as a mother, a woman, and a church leader. I want you to keep going, girl, because look through the hills which cometh your help, and your help is Jesus Christ. If you look towards Him, everything will be all right.
Welcome back to Our Pages, Our Views, where we are here to encourage, inspire, and motivate. And a young lady here with such an inspirational story, Ebony Mitchell, has been sharing her vision that God gave her. She's calling this movement an inspirational alter ego. So she has actually gone through the steps on how God brought her through her struggle and delivered her and made her into the woman that she is today, the renewed woman that she is today.
Just to speak more on the struggle, more from the suicidal thoughts. And then I had a process where I wasn't eating. I would get pale, I guess from just to not eating, not getting all the nutrition that I needed because of the depression. And then, I guess as a result of that, came a miscarriage, where me and my husband lost our fourth child. So that really hit bottom for me. I was just like, wow, God, what else can happen to me? What's going on? What am I not seeing? What am I not learning that you need me to learn? And so, you took my child, God, so what is it? What do I need to learn from this moment or this time in my life? And so, after that, we had lost a child. We made the decision to move from Greenville, North Carolina, back home to Lancaster, South Carolina. From there, everything just started coming together. It just seemed like the move back home just made everything, just put everything back together. We started our new search for a new church home, and we ended up in Faith Christian Church. And then my husband started in ministry. He accepted his call to God for ministry. And it just everything just started coming together. He started revealing our truth, both my husband and myself. He just made everything come back together. And then he gave me the passion of photography. Back then it was just a hobby. So he just turned my hobby into a passion, into a business, and now I'm my own boss.
All right. Great. Great. So, ladies who are out there, women who are out there that are watching this interview, that are watching this mini documentary of the Inspirational Alter Ego, you now have some fuel. You have some fuel for the fire. You have some water. Let's say that. Some living water right here. Testimony.
Exactly.
That can help you to get through. And number one, my number one thing, if you don't leave with anything else, please leave with this. Always trust God. Always go to God. Always be thirsty for His Word. Always be thirsty to see what He has for you and how He can lead you and how He can guide you. And don't be afraid to cry out to Him. If you don't leave with anything else, please leave with that, because that's a start. That is a start. And that's what we need. We have to put one foot forward first in order to move. And once we take that move, He's going to continue to carry us the rest of the way, like He's done for me and like He's done for Ebony and so many other women who have stories. So right now, I would just like to say, if you are a young lady or a woman or even a male who has had a struggle, and you know that God has brought you through that struggle without a shadow of a doubt, you know that He's carried you through, and you would like to share your inspirational alter ego story, please contact Amillion Photography and or our pages, our views, and our contact information. You will see it at the end of this video. Please stay in contact with us, even if it's just for prayer. We would love to touch and agree with you in prayer. So we love you, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.
It's a wrap, everybody. Yeah!